Options Tenor. It is the weekend edition. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you are new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, the Options Tenor logo, press that and subscribe. Also hit the like button. If you want to get these notifications, press the notification button, ring the bell, whatever, smash the bell, whatever they say. We do these updates throughout the week and also on the weekend. Also, I have a Patreon. First tier is $5, second is $10 for the trade alerts. We have some official trades that are working right now. So you do get trade education, all sorts of things, but you are here for a market update right now. This is a free portion of it. And then after that, we'll do the Patreon with the QQQ IWM and we'll see what happened with Amazon and what we think is going to happen. So we are on SPX on the weekly. Here's a big picture. We had our megaphone, broke out from that. Let's get a little bit tighter here. We're working on wave 1, 2, 3. Down to wave 4, and we think we started there. We lost the AMA. We just closed underneath there, so we're starting to get bearish on the weekly, and now we do expect some acceleration to the downside with that type of close on quad witching day. Such a bearish day. I thought it was never going to end. We tried to play a couple bounce plays at the 8 MA and also the 50-day moving average, but that definitely failed twice. But our longer term puts are working. Our IRA UV XY working. It's all working. So the bearish divergence is playing out. You see the histogram starting to expand. RSI, we're out of overbought territory and moving to the downside. We think this is it. We're looking for the correction now, which we mentioned last week, but now confirms it on the weekly time frame. So let's check out the daily. Trend is our friend. And we'll start from this ending diagonal that we had here. Started to break out from that area. Really gave us a tough, grindy move down. We're under the 8 MA. We're under the 20. And now officially we closed under the 50 MA. So are we going to see some sort of gap up on Monday? I doubt it, but it's possible. With the count that we'll get into, we could see some sort of small bounce, but we're not going to play too many bounces at this point until we see some corrections. If we do, we'll play them small, but we should see some acceleration now that we're underneath the 50. If we confirm underneath with some follow through on Monday, then what I think we have here, we're looking for and this is led by tech. I'm sorry, we named this tech leads the way for the bears because tech really showed some damage for the bear side of the market, and we'll show that for the patrons. But know that they were leading, and that's going to be our indicator for what's happening next. And now pushing down, what we're looking for is some sort of 3-wave correction. It's going to be a large 3 waves down, and then are we going to get a triangle? Are we going to get a WXY combination? Are we going to get a flat, a flat correction? And this is all Elliott wave patterns. If you want to check that out, you can look them up. But either way, we're looking for a 3-wave move down, whether it be a WXY, ABC, before we continue, probably for a bounce and maybe a triangle to where we get A, B, C, D, E. Anything except a zigzag. This is the rules of alternation where we have our first move down here. If this is the primary wave 3 of this 1, 2, then we already had our zigzag. So the rule of alternation is that we're going to have something else. And that's most likely a flat triangle or more rare, a combination type correction, which you can see on the IWM. That's certainly a combination correction. It's we have our wave Elliott wave count for that too. If you want to join our Patreon for the $5, you'll see it's just $5 a month, but you'll see that our huge count on the IWM. What we think is happening. So on this, if we do get a flat, then we'll see a 3-wave down, 3-wave up, and then a 5-wave move down to end the flat. That wouldn't be a WXY. That would just be an ABC. But either way, we'd get a zigzag, and then a zigzag up, and then a 5-way move down. That's probably more common of what we're going to see. Other than that, then we'll see a triangle, which would be a 3-wave move down. So same thing initially. So a zigzag down, 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up, down, and so on, before we continue to the primary 5th wave. So we're going to see some correction for some time. I don't know how long that's going to last. Is it going to last into the new year? We shall see. What I think, and this is just a guess, okay? Do not play off of this, but this is just a guess. What I think we're going to go our ABC down into somewhere in November, middle of November. So, and start our Santa Claus rally. What we think, everybody's going to think we're in the clear for that 3-wave move up, and everything's fine and dandy. We go to new all-time highs, and that's not going to be the case, because that's going to be just a corrective wave sideways, and then we're going to have another corrective wave to finish off, possibly, if it's a flat, and then work our way to all-time highs. So lots to happen before we actually start making new all-time highs, okay? So let's, you know, I do this every single week, so hit that notification button and just follow us. And, you know, I can't tell you how to trade on the daily on such small time frames, but if you just swing these trades, you'll see what's happening. We think we're coming down to the 38.2. It doesn't have to happen that way. We can come down to 23.6, but it's more common that we come down to that 38.2. Will we see a reaction in this rising pivot coinciding with this 23.6? Sure. Sure, that's definitely a target of ours, where we will light up on the gas pedal and look for some sort of reaction, and possibly the wave B count, 3-wave move up, and then a flush down to this 38.2. So we should see some acceleration now that we're underneath this 50. Not expecting too much from that 100-day moving average. It's just too obvious, but we do have big support around this area. Okay, so that's it on the daily. Let's move down on the 65. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We use the 65-minute candles so we can have even candles throughout the trading day. I do have our expected move here, 45.26 for the week. Also down low to 43.38.99 at the bottom end of the expected move. Will we see that? I think so. I think we'll see that plus more on the bottom edge, because that's what the probabilities of hitting those options expected move is, that we'll hit one side of it. Now this week we didn't hit. We were in decision mode after we broke down from here and we went sideways. So for the week we didn't really travel. I'll get to the options expected move at the end of the video, but from this count at this point, it's possible we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finish there, and we're looking for an A, B, C just to start us off. So this could be a 3-way move down, 3-way move up. This could be very tricky. That was just something I was playing with. Another count could be that this was 1, 2, 3. That would bring our 4 up here, because we didn't make an A, B, C correction up there. So that it looked kind of funny to me, but that would bring our wave 5 possibly down to support area. That would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll see a 5-wave move in here. So if we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would make a little bit more sense to me, because it's a deeper correction before we start to bounce for this possible A, B, C. That would change these. So this is a moving thing, you guys. This is a guideline. When you use the Elliott waves, it just gives you a guideline to what's happening. That would be an A, B. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. B, and we'll change the C down there later. But either way, we'll check this out as we go through. And this would be part of a zigzag, B, and then possibly a 5-wave move down to get us down to a lower target. And that would be a 3-wave move. That could be the end of it, or it could be a combination of, in order to get us 3 waves this way, all the way down to 23 at this point right here. Actually, I'll change it right now. Did it again. Excuse me. So it's just real tricky to play these wave 4 corrections, but this is big enough wave 4 that we should know that we should get this ABC at least to start. This still a measured move here. If you don't do Elliott waves, we still have this diagonal where the beginning of the diagonal started. This is a measured move of where this diagonal should break down. And you guys, this if we want to be more bearish, we would make this a 1, 2, and now we're working on wave 3, which would really get us down moving, and wave 4, and then wave 5. Now, in the long, if we're going to make it down to 386 anytime soon, that even makes more sense. And we'll have to see how if this is a wave 3, we're really going to start pushing next week and get down to this expected move. You know, it only makes sense, plus more, because this is the first wave 1. 2, 3 is going to most likely be longer than 1. Get us down here, and then possibly bounce for 4, 5, and that would be our A at that point. And then we'd have our maybe 50% retracement, and now we're talking about actually getting the C way down lower to our 38.2. Now that makes sense to me, that count. A much more bearish, but if we start really seeing the acceleration on the daily time frame, that's the count that we're going to go with. So that's what I do each and every day. I know I give you usually 1 count, but there's all sorts of counts that you can do, and there's even bullish counts. You know, we come down and we start working our way back up, and I just don't see that happening. Not with our overall primary trend that we're seeing. Okay, so let's move over to the SPY. On the daily, same thing. You see our target down here at about the 400 area. We are breaking down underneath that 50 MA. Nice big red candle, really flushing, accelerating on the MACD. But that volume is what we really want to look on here. The volume is taken off, that huge. And so that's a confirmation for us that we're starting our descent much faster at this point. Okay. VIX futures, we use VX. Now, what I see on the VIX is that we're actually making a move over. This is the first time we actually closed over this wedge. So we peaked above it, gapped above, peaked above it, and we're still in that sideways portion. So we should probably see acceleration after we you see about this 22 area. We get some follow through tomorrow. That huge candle, it should really start to accelerate, and I do expect to reach about this 36 area. So we're definitely going to play VXX starting next week. We gave up on it for a little bit because it was moving sideways, but now we have some confirmation breaking over that 200 MA, and we should see some movement on this VXX, which is what tracks the VIX futures for that. So I'll just show you. VXX tracks the VIX futures, and I believe we have our expected move for the week and things like that. We're just cracking over the wedge on VXX, pushing off that point of control. If we can make new highs over here, just like any trade that we do, we break above this 27 point. Then we're off to the races. We'll probably slow down here at the 29. You see all this consolidation at that point, and then above there is, blue skies. I do imagine that we'll possibly hit this 45 area, which would be massive. So we'll just continue to monitor this, and we'll show that each and every day. So let's end off the free portion of SPX. Yep, that's the dog in the background, just the barking. SPX options expected move for the week. It actually decreased a little bit, but that's okay because we moved sideways. So we started to decrease the volatility just a bit. 94 moves to the upside or 94 points to the downside is what the options market depicts. This is our playing field for the week. So maybe we hit that options expected move right to the downside, coincides with the 100-day moving average. And let's see if we could reach that point. We will be playing some butterflies on there, I do believe, just so we can get in and out with some big moves here. And that's it, you guys. We start breaking down from that. We have the 100-day down there. These options expected move. I expect this to expand again. We had some contraction. We didn't move anywhere. We moved sideways. It felt like we moved huge, but we didn't. You guys, we didn't even have a big move yet. So expect some movement. Expect a big dive to the downside, acceleration. And that's going to do it for the free version, you guys. Patrons, stick around.